Alright people, what's up everyone, and welcome to another video. And as you may have heard earlier today, there is going to be a new State of Play on Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern my time. Same time as, I think that was exactly the same time the Nintendo Direct happened, wasn't it? I think it was. Holy crap. So a week later, same exact time for me at least, we're going to get a State of Play. We get a PlayStation Direct. And of course, I'm here to do predictions, but before we do that, I'm on the PlayStation blog. I thought it'd be kind of cool just to read what they said is going to be in this State of Play before I make my predictions, so people know why I'm making the predictions I am making. Alright, so a new slate of game updates and deep dives coming this Thursday, which is weird considering they say, and you can see right there, it's 30 minutes long. So deep dives, oh, they're probably only going to show us a couple games then if they're going to be deep dives. But that's not the case. Look at this. Time for another State of Play. This Thursday, State of Play broadcast will serve up new updates and deep dives for 10 games coming to PS4 and PS5, including new game announcements and updates on some of the third-party and indie titles you last saw in June's PS5 showcase. Meaning, they said third-party and indie titles, so we'll get to my predictions in a minute, but we'll see. The show is clocking it at, okay, the show is clocking in at, I think they meant, clocking it at, whatever, give or take 30 minutes, they said. Can't wait to hear what you think, and quick note, there won't be PlayStation hardware or business-focused updates in this show. We're focusing on great games set to come out in the months ahead. Be sure to tune in, blah, 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 see you Thursday. Alright, so, I made predictions. Now, they said 10 games they're going to show. That doesn't mean they're not going to show other things besides the 10 games, but they said they're going to show 10 games, deep dive. I don't know how deep this dive is going to be. Maybe a couple games will get a deep dive. I could see just like what they did with Godfall. What was the State of Play? Was the State of Play back in August last year or something that they ended with 7 minutes of Godfall footage? I think it was. I could be wrong, but I could see them doing that for one of these games. But 10 and everything else will get minute updates. One of those like how Nintendo Direct has the montage of games, this game's coming, and then they show a little bit of gameplay while someone talks over it. We're like, this game's gonna blow your mind. You're gonna die from how amazing it is. You're gonna pick up the game, open the case, and just die right there. Just be like that. You're gonna go play the game. Don't even worry about install. You're dead. You're dead. You're died. Anyway, so the predictions I made more than 10 just in case. You never know. You never know what. You never know. The reason why I made them is because I want to get something right this time, because I pretty much got nothing right in Nintendo Direct predictions last week, and I want to get at least something right. That's not true, actually. I did get the Hyrule Warriors DLC, or whatever, the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity DLC. I got that right, even though they didn't show DLC, but they announced a season pass, so there will be DLC. So I got that. I might have gotten something else, but I don't remember. I got 1/3 of a thing right, because I said the Zelda collection, which will include Skyward Sword and 2 other games. They only announced Skyward Sword, so I was a third right there. But whatever. Alright, so this is my predictions. I'm going to rattle them off, because these aren't going to be accurate. But here we go. Kino, Bridge of Spirits. This game is a third-party game. I think it's coming exclusively to the PS5, but it is technically third-party, I believe. And that was a really cool game from last year that they showed. It looked like a platformer action game. You have these little almost maybe Studio Ghibli looking soot demon things. Well, not demons, but they're these soot spirit things. I can't remember if they're made of soot or whatever. But they reminded me of that. So it looked really, really, really good. I was actually very excited for that. Graphically, it looked great. So I'm excited for that. I think they're going to show that. It's going to be one of those quick little 1 minute things Kino, Bridge of Spirits will come out, whatever. And I think they're going to announce a June release date for that, or release month for that. I don't know what day. The 15th. How about that? I don't know what that day that is, but the 15th. There you go. They were supposed to release this game in March, but there hasn't been any updates until, well, if it gets an update during the State of Play. I assume so, because they did say, I forgot to read this part, but they did say a lot of the stuff they're going to cover in the State of Play will be stuff they showed at that June event last year, which they showed Kino, Bridge of Spirits, and a few other games I'm going to be mentioning. Deathloop, Resident Evil Village got announced there, I believe. What else? Ratchet and Clank got announced there. A couple of games. So they said that a lot of the stuff they're going to show is going to be updates on those games. But I'm sure there's going to be other stuff that's not just that June event. But Kino, I mean, this is the perfect time to show it finally. It got delayed. It was supposed to come out last year, and it said it was going to come out March next month, but there hasn't been any update since, so I'm going to say it's going to move to June. But I guess I could see it. I guess I could see it come out in March. It'd just be really quick, you know. But there's not even like an actual date yet. It just says March 2021. So it's just like doesn't even have a day yet, and we're almost at March. We're a little less than a week away from March. Actually, we're 6 days away from March, so a little less. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a leap year. That's my Xbox. This console will turn off automatically in 5 minutes. Go ahead, do it. Jesus. Anyway. So there you go. I'm going to say June for that. Of course, they're going to show Horizon Forbidden West, which they did show last year. I think they're going to release date. They're going to show a release date. They'll show maybe some gameplay. This might be a deep dive. This might be the thing that they end the show with. And I'm going to say September. I think that's going to come out a little earlier than some people are expecting. I think when they said the last half of the year, people assumed like November. I guess it still could be November, but I'm going to say that is almost done. I think it's going to come out September. Remember, the last game came out in like February or something, so don't expect this to be like one of the last hurrahs of the year. Last time it was like one of the beginning games. I hit my mic. Are you okay? I think it might have been. No, I think it was like at the end of February. I remember it came out really close to not Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild, and Nier Automata. So it was like sandwiched in between all these games. Actually, I think Nier Automata was after Breath of the Wild. I could be wrong. I think that's right. But anyway, I think it's going to have a release date. It's going to have some gameplay. I still need to play the first game. So, Goodbye Volcano High. That's that weird dinosaur, like, I don't know if it's a dating sim. I don't think it is. But they're like dinosaurs in their high school and stuff. It look weird. But I'm sure they'll show that because they did say they're going to show some indie stuff that they showed in that event. And we haven't heard anything about this since. I'm going to guess that's going to be a... I'm going to say that's a May release. I don't think that's going to be big. It might even be like a shadow drop. Who knows? But I don't know. If it's good, I'll check it out. But it looked kind of weird. It didn't look like my type of game, I'll tell you right now. You can watch our reaction for that. I was like, no, I'm okay. We'll see, though. Deathloop. They're going to show some more footage of this, even though they've shown so much of Deathloop from the guys that did Dishonored, of course. Very excited for this game. It was supposed to be a console launch exclusive. It did not come out with the console, but it is still a console exclusive for at least a few months. I am super excited for it because it looks awesome. One thing I am hoping we see for Deathloop, if it's going to be there at this state of play, I want to see a story trailer, because we've had story like, oh, I'm calling a time loop and stuff, I keep dying and this girl shows up. I want to know more about what the hell actually is going on besides just like, I'm in a death loop, I gotta kill everybody. I want to know exactly, like, why is he in a death loop? Maybe that's going to be a secret, but I have a feeling that's going to, like, the game's going to start off with us knowing why he's in a death loop. Maybe there's going to be a mystery about how he's in the death loop. But I want to know why the girl's after him. I want to know a little bit more, so hopefully they give us a little bit with a new trailer. We'll see. And the game comes out in like 3 months at this point, so they have to show us something soon. Alright, so this one is a little hard because they said new game announcements. So I had to think of something, and I couldn't quite think of something, so I just said, you know what? They're going to announce a new indie game, and I have no idea what it's going to be. Let me pick a genre. I'm going to say it's a horror game. A new indie horror game. I have no idea what it'll be, because obviously if it's new, and it's like a new IP, no idea. I could blast out like a new Ratchet and Clank. I mean, not Ratchet and Clank. A new Jack and Daxter game or something like that, but we all know that's probably not going to happen. Skip 2 days from now when it happens. Ooh, come back to this video and say, Gory didn't believe. Put that in the comments. I hope it happens. That'd be amazing. But yeah. So a new indie game announcement, or Hades is coming to the PS4/PS5, because there hasn't been any rumors or anything, and I think even Supergiant Games has been like, I don't know, maybe in the future, but I have a feeling maybe just like a surprise announcement. Oh, it's coming to PS4, or maybe it even comes out today, or the day of the state of play. That'd be cool, because I do want to play it on a console that has more visual clarity, because the Switch, like, playing on a big screen, you can see how kind of it's a little blurry, my PC could probably handle that game, but still I would like to play it with the PS5, especially if it has PS5 updates where you can feel it in the adaptive triggers and stuff. That would have been awesome. And you could take your save, of course, which is great. Anyway, Hades. If not just an indie game announcement, they're going to show some Hades, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea, really. All right, so they're going to show Resident Evil Village stuff. And you know what? A lot of people have been saying, I don't think there's going to be VR support. Earlier today, PlayStation, I don't know if they announced, I think it was just a rumor and got confirmed that they are making a new PSVR and it won't come out until next year. But Resident Evil Village will have VR support. They're going to confirm it on Thursday. There's been rumors about there not being any because they didn't show like any PSVR last month during their showcase, but I think it's because they want to save it for this because of course it's PSVR, so it got to show at a PlayStation thing. We'll see. But also they'll announce, if they show Resident Evil 8 at all, they'll announce a demo for next month. They'll say next month, prepare for the demo or whatever, like late next month. Because they did say it'll be like spring. I could see that happening closer to April. But I could see them also releasing a demo and then doing the Resident Evil 7 thing where they keep updating that demo. If anybody remembers the beginning hour, they just kept updating that demo. I could see them doing that. But I guess they could do that with the Maiden demo that came out. Okay, next is Ghostwire Tokyo. I'm sure they'll show some more gameplay, maybe even a story trailer, and then they'll confirm it as an October game. I think it already got confirmed for October, but they'll confirm it with an actual release date. So I could see that happening, like an actual release date, like October 3rd or something. Could see that. Ratchet and Clank: A Rift Apart. I think they're going to show a story trailer. The story trailer will finally let us know who the hell the female Wombax is. What the hell's going on? Why is there now? I forgot her name. I think they already confirmed her name, but we're going to hear it. And what the hell's going on? I want to know a little bit more. Maybe just a quick story trailer, a minute long. That's probably it. They will confirm the GTA 5 Enhanced Edition coming out sometimes this year. I'd say maybe I could see that being a July thing. Just, oh, it's good. And they'll show maybe a little bit, maybe a comparison or something. I could see that not happening, honestly. But who knows? This one I hope happens. Bug Snacks DLC. Some more bugs to snack on and more stuff to do. I have yet to play this game, really. I played like 40 minutes of it. But I hope it happens because it'll give me a reason to go back and play the whole game and then play the DLC. Adding more bug snacks. Great idea. Do it. Miles Morales DLC. Now, when I wrote this, I was like, ooh, that could be kind of cool. Just like how Spider-Man, the PS4 game, had the DLC. Miles Morales having DLC will be pretty cool. I wonder if they'll do a season pass if they do announce DLC. I just wrote this down here. Just be like, I don't know what it could be. I don't know. Ooh, Venom, because they kept teasing Venom in these two Spider-Man games. But I'm sure they'll save that for Spider-Man 2. Oh, my hair. I don't like my hair. Oh, my God. All right. Now, this is the big thing that I hope happens. Last of Us Part 2 Factions multiplayer. It was leaked months ago. Don't fuck around. Announce it finally. Come on. What are you doing? Announce it. Announce it. Do it. I want to play a multiplayer. I love The Last of Us multiplayer. I really do. So Last of Us 2 will get me back into The Last of Us because I played like maybe 8 hours of that game. I haven't gone back to it yet. So that'll get me back into it. I'll be like, ooh, yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm really feeding it. And then I play. That'll be cool. They'll show factions. Maybe they'll add like zombie stuff in there or I guess infected. Because the multiplayer was always human versus humans, which I think is the best part of the Last of Us gameplay. But I could see them adding maybe like, oh, maybe now there'll be a clicker or whatever. Oh, you can drop in like, I mean, this will be kind of stupid because it would kind of ruin the whole like kind of realistic feel to the multiplayer. But like you could drop in like I don't know what they call it in Call of Duty when you get like a streak thing, and you could drop in clickers. That'd be stupid as shit. And would not fit. I'd be down with it if it's like its own mode. You could drop in clickers or with the gas dudes that shoot in Last of Us Part 2 and then whatever else. I don't know. I'm only 8 hours in. That'd be dope as its own mode. Not in the regular factions like deathmatch stuff. I also think they're going to show the PS4 games being updated to PS5. There's been a rumor about this happening. I think it might have actually been confirmed, but like certain PS4 games will have PS5 upgrades. Ghost of Tsushima will be one of them. Last of Us Part 2 will be one of them. I can even see them announcing all these PS4 games getting PS5 updates and then announcing the Last of Us Part 2 factions after it. But yeah, I think a lot of games are going to get it. What else? Like, I'm sure like Detroit will probably get one. God of War, actually it got an official PS5 update. A bunch of games. Horizon might get it. That'd be cool because I have yet to play that game, so that'd be awesome. So I'll figure out to play it all the way through just with the PS5 update, that'd be amazing. Please, please do that. That'd be awesome. The controlled PS5 update was amazing. 60 frames control, baby, on consoles. Hell yeah. And the last thing I think they'll talk about is more games for the PS Plus collection, which is the PS Plus collection is for the PS5. You get a bunch of PS4 games. I think there's already a confirmation that Ratchet and Clank is coming to that in March, but I think they're going to announce more. I don't know what it will be, but we'll see. I think they'll announce more of those. Now, I have a whole section for new game announcements, which I have three things. These won't happen, but I would love if they did. I already mentioned one, Jak and Daxter. Like I said earlier, it's not going to happen, but I wanted to reference it. I think there was a rumor last year that a new developer was working on a Jak and Daxter game, but that might have been like just smoke. I don't know. But Jak and Daxter's back. I'd love to see it. I'll give whoever wants to give it a go a chance. The Knack guys? Yo, they made a masterpiece. Knackster piece. Just Knack. It's Knack. You don't need to call it a masterpiece. It's Knack. Whenever you say Knack, you immediately think, oh, beautiful, amazing gameplay. Oh, so smooth. Oh, Knack 2 PS5 update. I forgot to mention that one. Knack 1 also. That's the classic. You can't forget the classic. Can't forget your origins. But Jak and Daxter would be amazing. A new game, or maybe even like just, maybe a Blue Point style remake of the first game. I'd prefer the second game, but whatever. Not from Blue Point, obviously. They're already working on something else, I'm sure. But I wouldn't be surprised if we get something. I mean, I would be surprised, but I would get surprised. Especially if it's like Sly Cooper also. Sly Cooper would be amazing. I don't know. Bring all those PS2 games to PS5. I don't care. They'll run the best they possibly can. I mean, I know those games are already on PS4 and PS5, technically, because you could buy those. I think you could buy the Jak and Daxter games on there. But like make it like a trilogy on PS5, put it on a disc. I mean, they already kind of did that with Limited Run. I don't know. Just remake it or make a new one, whatever. This one I hope we do see eventually. It's not going to happen at State of Play. Definitely not, especially announcing it 2 days ahead. But Bioshock 4, there's not even a rumor. It's confirmed that they've been working on Bioshock 4, a new studio. It's coming. It's coming. Is it going to be at the State of Play? Probably not, but I want to throw it out there just in case. And then the other one, which might happen because there is a leak that happened, I think, recently, where it was just a picture. And it doesn't mean this picture is this game, because I think it was just a picture, and people are saying, is that this game? Dragon's Dogma 2. There's a picture that leaked. I saw it. I saw it. It looked like it could be Dragon's Dogma. I don't know. It was a very, very iffy picture. It was just like a giant, like someone's in the distance and they're on like a thing or whatever. It could be literally anything. But maybe. I mean, Capcom's back, baby, and Dragon's Dogma was Capcom. And also, we had that Dragon's Dogma anime that came out a few months ago that I heard wasn't great, but still. I mean, what are you gonna do? Sometimes things aren't good. And people have been wanting a new Dragon's Dogma, and they've been re-releasing Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen on Xbox One and PS4 and Switch. Maybe. I think of the three things I said, I think that's the most likely to happen. Imagine just like on a PS5 graphics level, grabbing onto like things and stuff, and just like wrestling with dragons while you're hanging on for dear life. Oh my god. Ooh, that'd be good. Imagine if you were Knack doing that. Oh. All right, so I have a bunch of a bunch of predictions. Also, just one last hoorah of predictions. Just these are things that were shown at previous events, the June one and the September one for PlayStation, that I just want to reference or bring up. Final Fantasy 16, I don't think we're going to see it, but I just want to bring it up just in case they do show it. Project Athea, which is a game they showed. It was like a woman was jumping around, and there was like a badass looking dragon at the end. Wait, is that Capcom? No, that's Square Enix. I was about to say, was that Capcom that showed that? Because if it was, maybe that's Dragon's Dogma 2, but no. I think that was Square Enix. I could be wrong there. I think it was. I think it's from people that worked on Final Fantasy 15. But we could see that maybe. I don't think so. It said third party also, which would fit with Project Athea, so maybe. Maybe get a name reveal. I'm pretty sure that game's not supposed to come out until 2022. And God of War Ragnarok or 5 or 2, whatever you want to call it. I call it 2 because it's part of the new trilogy. I'm assuming it's going to be a trilogy. And even the director, I think, called it God of War 2. Wait, don't get me wrong. No, technically it's not God of War 5. It would be God of War like 9 if you can count the 2 portable games, the Ascension, and then that fucking weird phone game. Does anyone remember? I think it's called Betrayal. Does anyone remember that game? It was actually not bad. It was like a side scroller. And then you have God of War 1, 2, and 3. Wait, God of War 1, 2, 3, Ascension, the 2 portable games, the mobile game, and was that it? So 7. I feel like there was something else besides. I guess you have to count the 2018 one, so 8. If you're going to count this one as 5, then technically it would be 9. But I'm going to call it 2 because it's part of a new trilogy kind of thing. Whatever. It's not going to be called God of War 2. I just remember getting some flack for calling it God of War 2 announcement. Back when they announced God of War 2. But I don't think it's going to be shown. There's a rumor right now, Jason Schreier, everybody's saying that game ain't coming out this year. So if that game's not coming out this year, they're probably not going to show it. And the last 2 things I want to mention, just real quick. Elden Ring? Will Elden Ring be there? I don't know. Maybe. That is a possibility. And Final Fantasy VII Part 2. There was a rumor a couple weeks ago that Square Enix was going to show some Final Fantasy VII Part 2 stuff. If that happens, that'd be amazing, but I highly doubt it. I could also see them showing there's another Final Fantasy thing. I don't want to say who's in it, but there was like another Final Fantasy thing that got leaked a little while ago that I could see that being there. New PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Do it. And Knack is on the fucking front cover. Tell me what your predictions are in the comments. These predictions are lame, but you know what? I have a hard time thinking of things like, oh, what could possibly happen? But those are my predictions. I know they're shit, but whatever. And I'll be there live streaming this event. It's going to be 30 minutes long. Hopefully 30 minutes and goodness. We'll see. Anyway, there you go. That is it. Tell me your predictions in the comments below, and I'll see you later. Bye.